Hey, this is attorney Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein. Today we're going to be talking about how does trademarking work? What is a trademark? What is it for? How do you get one? What is the purpose? So first, trademarks are not to protect an idea. They may or may not be there to protect the name of your actual business, your legal entity, your LLC, or whatever it is. They're not there to protect creative works for the most part. A trademark is actually there to protect consumers. And this is something that's really important to think about because it will help you understand all kinds of other things about trademarks, why the rules exist, how they do. Trademarks are there to protect consumers from being confused. It's to protect them from being confused about counterfeits and things like that in the marketplace. It's a branding that connects the product, the service, whatever it is, with the source of that product or service, your business. And so it may not be the name of the company, the LLC name of the company or corporation. It may be some kind of marketing branding that connects your products or services with you in the eyes, in the mind of the customer. So there are a lot of things that you may use in your business. It could be logos, symbols, slogans, whatever it is, that actually aren't branding. And that's why I use the word brand, because that's really something important to think about. Look at it from the marketing perspective of your business. What is the branding that connects your products and services to you in the eyes of customers and clients? And why does trademark law exist? It's not to give you an asset. It's to protect those customers so they're not confused. So when they buy a product, it's from the right company. There's no fraud being done on them. That's the idea. Now, under state law in the United States, that's 50 states here, right? Every state has some kind of trademarky, unfair competition-y kind of thing. And typically, you have some rights in that state, in any state you're doing business, where you're selling products or services, as soon as you start doing it, as long as you're doing it continuously. And that can be helpful in the beginning. And there are some states that have a registration for your trademark in that state. But it's not the same as the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And the United States Patent and Trademark Office does not care if you have that state registration. It's not relevant to them, really. It really doesn't come up if you apply for a trademark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. The reason you apply for a trademark with the USPTO is because then you have protections everywhere in the United States. So let's say you are selling most of your products right now here in California, where I'm located, and because you're selling to people that you know, people you have connections with, maybe you even have a pop-up shop, something like that. But you want protections everywhere in the United States. You plan to launch a website, you're going to have an Etsy, sell on Amazon, whatever it is, and you're going to have this everywhere in the United States. You want protections everywhere. So no one else can use the same branding for the same kinds of products. And that's why, or one of the reasons, you apply for a trademark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It is not automatic. In some countries, it's fairly automatic. But here, when you apply to register your trademark, it is an application that will get reviewed by somebody. It will take a very, very long time for them to review. They have a huge backlog. If I file a trademark for someone today, I'm thinking 6 to 12 months before they even look at it. And then it takes another 3 to 12 months before we actually get the trademark, depending upon what happens. And it may not get approved. For people who file their own trademark application, the last time I saw statistics on this, which was a couple years ago, only about half of those got approved. Now, having a lawyer will help you. Part of the reason is because a lawyer will tell you not to file the trademark because you're not going to win. But having a lawyer will help you navigate it because there's a lot of weird things with the United States Patent and Trademark Office that are not intuitive, not logical. They're just weird rules they have, and lawyer can really help you with that. There's also services that will help you, but they're really just helping you fill out the forms. They're not there to give you legal advice. If you are wanting a lawyer to help you, I do sometimes take on new clients, not always. My other recommendation is Trademarkia, mostly because they are actual lawyers. A lot of the online sites that have trademark registration, there's no lawyer there. They're just filling out the forms. And I think if you're going to spend money having someone else do it, you should hire a lawyer. So if I'm not available or I'm out of your price range, then I recommend using Trademarkia. So one thing to remember is that if you have a trademark, what do you get? The first thing that you get, when this is one of the reasons a lot of people come to me for trademark stuff, is that it helps you with social media sites. So you can get the handle if you need to get it on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. It also helps you getting your Amazon brand registry. Now, interestingly enough, it's what you need is different for those different companies. So for Amazon Brand Registry, you just need the serial number of the application. It doesn't need to be approved yet. Now, if it gets denied, you're going to have problems, but it doesn't need to be approved yet initially. However, to get the handle on, Instagram or TikTok or something, you actually have to have the registered trademark. It has to have gone through and been approved. So it's going to have a lead time before that's done. Also, if people are just stealing your stuff, if they're using counterfeit things or whatever, you now have a way to do something about it. You can send them a cease and desist letter. You can sue them. This is something very important, though, to understand, is that having a registered trademark doesn't magically make everyone stop copying you. You still have to enforce it. You have to send a cease and desist letter. You have to file a lawsuit. We have to submit something to Instagram to get that person to stop using it. Whatever, you actually have to do something about it, okay? It is not a magical shield to stop everyone. However, it gives you a tool that you can use to stop people from, stealing your stuff, from doing fraud on customers, confusing them, etc. But it does require an effort. And as I said, it is important to know that the Trademark Office does not automatically grant these. They get evaluated as to whether or not it should be a trademark, as to whether at all. Like, you can't trademark a gray pen for this gray pen, because that's just a generic description of this fact that it's a gray pen. However, this is a Bic pen, and Bic is a good trademark. It is something that is not obviously pen. It's not a generic version of pen, right? It even has a little logo on it, which they probably have a trademark for. Those are the kind of things that make really good trademarks. And I've done some more videos about this. So I hope that helps get you started on what is a trademark, how does trademarking work. If you have any questions about that, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll try to point you in the right direction. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.